So I got interrupted last time, so I will continue from where I left. So we were talking about the ego. The ego is allowed to speak its opinion of its personal truth, which is the reflection of the universal truth as it sees it. So, if it is sure that it is in sync with the universal truth, then the ego is perfectly free to talk about itself because all it is saying is praise about the Lord only. See, if I am a reflection of the Lord and I am talking about myself, I am merely talking about the Lord only. So if I am saying I am great guy, I'm just saying the Lord is great guy. His reflection is showing on me. That's it. Nothing different. Okay. So anything I want, I can do. But that's just my understanding of the ego. And see, this is a extension of the conventional logic that ego is actually something bad. But ego doesn't have to be bad if it becomes apparent to itself that it is merely a reflection of the Supreme. See, I said I got this answer pretty easily. A lot of people would disagree, but they got nothing to argue on. I got all the points. So, I win. I'm unilaterally declaring victory here. I'm not even going to waste my time believing anybody could defeat me. I have all the aces. Right, let's go. Next, my understanding of existence. Okay, so see, I'm not an arrogant guy. Okay, I am just clearly understanding who I am. That's it. If I am completely connected with God, so that's important. To be completely correctly, sorry, to be correctly connected to God, that's not easy. You know, uh, let's say I'll give an example, right? You should be able to. This is going to be a little difficult and harsh and not pleasant to hear. I seek your pardon ahead of time, and please be patient and kind to me while I explain this. So, while you, if you want to be, if you can, sorry, if you can consider um, excretion and ice cream, human excretion and ice cream are the same level for consumption, same like and dislike. That's the level of equanimity you should be able to have to become a vehicle of the Almighty. Once you are His vehicle, then He's going to take care of you completely. So, He is going to bring the best of you and leave the worst behind. Because He knows you only want the best, and that's for sure He's going to give you. He's going to give you exactly what you ask, not what He wants to give. We all think somehow He thinks that He only wants to give us less than what we ask for. Usually, that's the less than is not even true. Actually, he is benevolent. He usually gives you more than what you usually ask for, and if at all you get less than what you asked for, most likely you didn't ask it the right way. That's all I have to say. You know? So all I can say is you can always change the way you ask for stuff and see the miracle happen. I will have another lecture completely on this. Now, right now, we are on the basics. So, my understanding of existence. So, existence for me is basically this huge universe is just a virtual reality. All of us are just characters, and the director is running the show up there from heaven. He has just basically asked us to come up with our own script, sort of, but actually, he has already put the script in our minds. We think we are the one who are writing the scripts, and we are executing as we are writing it. That's how we are living our life. We are basically doing what we want to do, basically based on a script that's already written and registered. We just tend to think that it's all ours. So that's my understanding of existence, and the whole thing is completely virtual only. The perception of reality is an illusion. So if I touch you and I feel you, you're still an illusion only. You're a projection. Okay, now we can ask, how is that you look solid? I am able to hit you and my hand doesn't pass through you. How will you say that anything is not real? It's a valid question. Okay, I'm going to tell you, it's all because we are energy projections, and what you perceive as solid is a force field, electromagnetic force field, and I'm going to prove it to you. The problem is, the proof is like this. See, scientists have been always telling us that everything is made of atoms and molecules, and these atoms further has subparticles that add to mass and shape or whatever. Okay, but they also have given us models of these atoms. None of them they have actually seen. These are all mathematical models. How this is how we'll think it'll be like. It's be like one circle. There'll be this the electrons spinning around it. There'll be these tiny circles of protons and neutrons and all the other stuff inside of it. It's something like that. They don't know exactly how it looks like, but that's what the mathematical models are showing based on some experiments that they conducted. So, in the end, they also tell you, well, around these atoms in a molecule, there is space. They're not like each atom is touching each other. So, a lot of space between these atoms, and since electrons have to revolve around this, and these electrons of one atom cannot revolve around another atom, that's not going to make any sense. So basically the electrons, since they exist and they go around the atom, there's a lot of space between these atoms, right? So now is the tricky part. So when you ask the scientist how much space is there between these atoms, they'll say mostly space. Mostly space. Uh, how much actual space do these atoms occupy? Then we don't know all that. Mostly tending to zero. It's not a lot of space. It's funny they say that. It's mostly space tending to zero is the actual space occupied by the atom, and you claim you are solid. Come on, that must be some joke. I don't know what to say. You guys have a better explanation? I don't think so. That's why my explanation is the best explanation. That is, we are all just a projection of consciousness only. Even we don't have mass, it is just attractive forces of these electromagnetic consciousness. So, so that's what it is. But we won't accept. Our ego refuses to accept many things. Scientists have brainwashed everybody to believe that what they say is true. Then they will say, you know what they say? Just believe the science. Now, what the funny part is, science is totally built on the notion challenge everything. Don't accept what somebody says. You need to ask for proof, right? And then they say, trust the science. So funny when they say that. Well, anyway, it's not my problem. It's their problems. You can go and ask them whatever questions they want. Let them come and ask me whatever questions they want. I'll be able to answer whatever they want. Okay? Alright. Now, back to my story. Alright. This is where I'm going to take a break and we'll get back to the story right after this break. Thank you. Bye.